Yep, I'm back with another chapter review of Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi. This is part 3. Stay tuned. So we start off with a chapter of Kiyoshi already giving himself a self-narrative about himself. Pretty much he's talking about himself, saying his name, and despite how he's been a newbie, he's already killed 2 of the 13 demon lords, and he has been assigned to Naraku City, which, come to find out, is an exorcist outpost. We then pan over to this tiny restaurant, and we see this person giving this lady food. They're asking where Akari is, and he goes to say that he's on some lecture. So they ask him, why didn't they just hire somebody else? My boy goes on to say that my restaurant is intended for a small, highly skilled team. Meaning, listen, it's quality, not quantity over here, okay? Anyways, he got a phone call by somebody. And apparently it's the Exorcist Association that's been calling this man. They're saying that some low-level demon is around about in the apartment in Naraku City. So he tells Diego, listen, if you can hold this down for me while I make this delivery. Obviously he's doing for the demon. Well, Diego said no doubt he got this shit under control so he can finally fight this mid-level demon. So as he's on his way to go on his bike, we get met up with Kiyoshi. Kiyoshi already said, listen, if you're thinking about that demon, he already exercised it. That's when we see him pull out his weirdly drawn tattooed, and something begins to happen. A whole fist came out, just out of the pits of hell, I guess. That fist then grabs Kiyoshi, but Kiyoshi was strong enough to break out of it. Then we got this Shinigami out here telling Master Sasaki that he's pretty strong as he just break out of his grip. Then he gave Sasaki these dices. It says sting. He was about to do some shit. And before Sasaki begins to do anything, Kiyoshi asks if he remembers him. It took him a little bit to wonder what he was talking about, but as he get to realize a little bit further, he realized this is Kiyoshi, the same guy who saved them from the demon that killed his parents. I just love how he automatically realized, and the demon was like, how fucking boring. It just goes, if my defense, it seems like he hasn't fought a lot, basically. Anyway, we go back to the restaurant as a celebration for seeing his old pupil, old friend. I don't remember, but pretty much they go back to the restaurant to celebrate, and this is where we get his full title. So his name is Tenma Sakaki, owner of the Gates of Hell Chinese restaurant, exorcist outpost manager. Sakaki tries to catch up with him, asking how long has it been and if Granny is okay. And this Granny already looked like a badass, but Kiyoshi don't even want to talk about her right now. Sakaki asks him what brings you here to Naraku City. Based on his skills, a lot of people would love to assign him to their post, and based on the experience, you would be going down in history. Kiyoshi said he was meaning to ask him the same thing. Sakaki hit him with the "it's not about me." So basically, listen, just let's keep on talking about you. And basically, Kiyoshi was like, if I want to work with anyone, basically he want to be working with the guy who actually saved him, which makes sense. He's the one dude that saved your life. You would think you would owe a big favor to him, which is not necessarily the case. That's not what he's thinking, but again, he saved him. He's the one dude he knows that can train him properly. And also, he's very super duper shy. And because of that, he feel like there was no way he could ever be fitting into any other places where he knows for a fact he doesn't know anybody here. Sakaki said that it's a good thing that you came because they both be sensing a great powerful demon approaching. Sakaki also said that there's another exorcist that should be here, which is not Diego, but this person's name is Akari. As he asks Kiyoshi if he's ready to fight, of course Kiyoshi being yes. Then he got put into an apron. Pretty much he's gonna be a part of the restaurant person now, or a chef, worker, something. Tenma Sakaki goes on to say that most exorcists exist out of the public eye, living and dying in obscurity. So in doing so, he decided to open a little hole in the wall for 5 years back, and his little restaurant got so popular, it became one of pretty much a 5-star local place. And he got tired of it, so he tried to skimp over the customer service and fucking backfired, making it even more popular. He's been doing this shit so good, you could barely call him an exorcist. Kiyoshi was disappointed because he thought he was gonna fight some demons or some shit. Sakaki asked him to whip up some ten shinhan. Yeah, 10 shinhan. To Kiyoshi's disappointment, he thought he was gonna kill some demons. He just said, listen, dealing with the unexpected is just a part-time job as an exorcist. If you can't even make 10 shinhan. He said, what kind of exorcist are you? He said, the kind that exercise things. But he thought about it. He said he came here for him. So to pay him back a little for saving his life, there's only one choice. He took a deep breath and started making 10 shinhan. And well, he thought he made 10 shinhan. It was just omelet over rice. But they served it to the old man, and the old man loved it, to the point where other people wanted to change their order, so making them even more popular. It has officially become a special omu rice. In the midst of waiting, Sakaki mentioned this other exorcist that he's gonna pair up with Araki. I'm keep fucking up the words. Then we see this person runs in, and Sakaki says, "Speak of the devil." So what we're seeing right here is Akari, which is a woman, Akari Josaki, and she's looking forward to work with Kiyoshi. To Kiyoshi's knowledge, she's a girl. What am I going to do? Pretty much, he has not been around women. So overall, this chapter is fire. It's a chill chapter. We get to see the sensei. We get to see the Sakura, I guess you can argue, Akari. I do like this tattoo power shit. You can tell that he has this weird ass dice tattoo. Apparently that's how he got the dices and shit like that. But yeah, what do y'all think? Comment down below.